Alright, today is a bonus type of lesson, working on translating the sine, cosine, and tangent functions. And if you notice, we only talked about the a and the b for the last three functions. Okay, today we'll be talking about the h and the k. Now, when we're talking about h, we're going to assume that b is equal to 1, and when you get to trigonometry or pre-calculus, you'll actually assume b is going to be some other numbers and just work with it. So you'll actually see some pretty cool stuff when we work with this. So let's go to Desmos. Alright, so during this one I've turned on all three graphs so you can see them all at once. I'm going to leave b at 1, I'm just going to move around h. Now if you notice, the unique thing is as I make h bigger, it gives the illusion that my graphs are moving to the left. Okay, and this is what we call a phase shift. Okay, and it's going to be opposite of what you think. So it's just matching all the other functions that we've ever worked with, and that you're moving it to left and right. Now, if you notice after pi or 2 pi, however you want to perceive it, whichever graph you're looking at, it looks like you're just repeating the same picture. Okay, and that's once again the beauty of periodic functions. Okay. So let's leave it right there. And we're going to leave b at 1 just for this time. Okay, now k, we probably already all know that it's going to shift it up and down as we work with it, okay? All right, to get everything back to a neutral level, we want k at 0 and h at 0. Okay. All right. Now, if I take care of this one right here, if I move it a little bit to the right, about pi halves, okay, I'm going to make it line up. Well, actually, I'm going to move it to this way. I'm going to line it up with an actuality of what the actual sign is going to be. Okay. All right. So some really cool stuff that when you're working with this, I'll write down the rules for you in a sec. All right. So when working on this stuff, now we have already worked on these ones right here, the amplitude and the period. And remember, there's a difference between sine and cosine and in tangents periods. Okay, but the vertical shift is actually going to be k, like usual, and the phase shift is going to be negative h. Okay, so that means you're going to be moving opposite of what you think. So if you want to go to the right, you have to make it negative. If you want to go to the left, you have to make it positive. Okay? All right. Now later on, when you are actually in trig or pre-calc, this will actually become negative h divided by b, because you have to take into account the period as you work with it. It will show how fast it moves and everything. But for right now on the test, you don't need to know as much as this because the translations are not covered. But I did want to cover it just in case you guys were interested. Okay? All right. That's it for working on the bonus of working with translating sine, cosine, and tangent functions. I'll talk to you later. Bye.